my name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, Yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion and I want people to actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
Masinya Attorneys Incorporated, a boutique commercial and taxation law firm in Midrand, Johannesburg, South Africa. Strategic lawyers on point with more than 20 years of practice experience. We are professional, capable, and qualified.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Solomon's Temple. My name is Solomon Nizangi Shams, and it's so good to have you here at this time of the day. Wherever you're watching from, I thank you for being here, whether you're watching live or you're watching later on YouTube or Facebook. Thank you so much for your support. Please do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is Solomon's Temple. And also, please make sure you visit our website, www.unclesolomon.com. There are great articles there and content that I'm sure you're going to find very interesting, educative, and also hopefully encouraging and challenging. Thank you. Wherever you're watching, please make sure you use a comment box. That is a comment section. If you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook, please make sure you comment there. Engage in the issue, whether you agree or disagree. It's all good. So I have been receiving quite a lot of messages from people attacking me, rebuking me for sharing the plight of DSA, Dr. Sunday Adelaja, Pastor Sunday Adelaja, some people call him. He's a Nigerian pastor based in Ukraine, used to maybe, in Kiev. And he was the one that had at one point the biggest Pentecostal Christian church in Europe. He went there as a student, started the church as a Nigerian. 99% of his church are Ukrainians. And he was involved with the Orange Revolution in Ukraine, which happened in 2004, when Russia was trying to impose a president that manipulated elections to get elected. And he was involved in that. So he was very much well known. He was banned from leaving Russia. He had a lot of political issues. And a few days ago, when Russia now invaded Ukraine, he made a video saying that him and his family had to run away. Because obviously, we know students, African students had to run away. A lot of people have to leave the city. There's over 200,000 people that have actually crossed over. Some of them are around the border. Some of them are still traveling to leave Ukraine. So he made a video saying that he himself and his family are safe in a very safe place. They didn't disclose where they are. And he also made the point that his name is on a hit list created by the Russian. I know the president of Russia has actually said that, has mentioned that last week, that the Russians have a hit list. And the president and his family are part of it. There's the Klitschko brothers. They used to be world heavyweight champion boxers. They're twins. And they're PhD holders. One is the mayor of the capital city, Kiev. His name was also in there. So he was advised to run, and for days they had to make their ways and work and drive and hide, and they made it to a safe place. So I shared that, and shockingly, people started attacking me. People started rebuking me. How can you say that? How can you be on the side of Dr. Sunday Adelaja? How can you be supportive of Dr. Sunday Adelaja? right? Let me play you the video first of just a bit of what he had said, right? And then we look at why people would be so insensitive in this time, that what Ukraine as a country is going through, what people who live in Ukraine, whether they're Ukrainians or Africans, they've been through. You know what it means to have the Russian army approaching your city, and you have to leave what you have worked for the last 30, 20 years. Let me play you the video.
Everybody, this is DSA here, Dr. Sunday Adelaja, Pastor Sunday. I want to use this opportunity to thank everybody, all the people that have been supporting us, that have been praying for us, that have been asking about my whereabouts. This is a video that I've been looking forward to do in the last 48 hours. This is the first time I and my family have been able to have a place to put our head in the last 48 hours. We've been traveling. Sometimes we walk, sometimes we run, sometimes we're in the car, standing in the long queue of people who want to escape for their life in Ukraine. I'd wanted to stay back and send my wife to try to get out of the country if necessary. But then I got an information that in a few days, that was 2 days ago, that the Russians were going to actually enter Kyiv. And from the American intelligence, we got to know that they have a list of people for elimination. And this is not ordinary people, but it is for influential people, people who have public opinion, and that I am on that list. And I know that I'm on the list because I already got, I was already a persona non grata in Russia since 2005. I've been a personal enemy of Vladimir Putin for close to 20 years now. He's banned me from going to Russia. They took, anyway, that's another story. So I know I will be on that list. But before I left, we were able to gather some African students in my house. Some people live with me, and some people came to join. But we have an underground bunker in our house, so everybody in my house now are in the underground bunker. I would have lived there, I would have stayed back, but when I was told that I am in the list and that Russia was going to enter the city, all my leaders in the church and people said I must leave.
All right. That's Dr. Sunday Adelaja, DSA. They're just sharing about the ordeal that he's been through. So this was the video that I played, and also spoke about how he escaped, and why it's necessary for him to escape, just like you heard from him. Now, after I played that video a couple of days ago and made a broadcast around it, I received WhatsApp messages, email, people telling me I'm supporting Dr. Sunday Adelaja, that Dr. Sunday Adelaja is a charlatan. Dr. Sunday Adelaja is dishonest. Dr. Sunday Adelaja hasn't treated women the right way. Dr. Sunday Adelaja is this. Dr. Sunday Adelaja is that. That I'm his friend. That I should stop associating myself with him. That they are ashamed that I was doing that. Now that is shocking. They mentioned all of that. They also said, how are you sure his story is true? How are you sure he's on the list, that he just wanted to feel important? And my question is, if you have the copy of the hit list that the Russians allegedly created, please show us yourself, just so we can see if his name is on there or not. How can we at this point be attacking somebody who just left his home? This is somebody who Russia Ukraine is home to him. He has lived in Ukraine more than he had lived in his country, Nigeria. He has lived in Ukraine more than he had lived anywhere else in the world. He is technically a refugee right now, somewhere, if he's out of Russia, in Poland or in Hungary. And you are here telling me I should not associate myself with the pain of what he's going through. You're bringing issues about his doctrines, issues about what you don't agree with. How can you be so insensitive to bring all of this into the conversation like this? I had received a lot of complaints about Dr. Sunday Adelaja over the years. I'm still investigating it. Actually, there's a lady who came to me and actually told me what she's been through and all that. I said, no, tell me, give me proofs, tell me stuff. Because I don't want to just go out and open my mouth without seeing stuff. That's why anything, even stuff that you see on YouTube, question it. Stuff that I say, question it. Stuff that other people are saying, question it. Some of you guys just go to certain YouTube channels and you just take whatever they take and they say, and then you just agree with it. Come on, think. God gave you a brain. How can we be so insensitive attacking somebody who just lost his livelihood, sort of, who left his livelihood in Kiev, had to run away? I was so disappointed in a lot of people saying I'm friends with Dr. Sunday Adelaja. I don't know Dr. Sunday Adelaja. That's the fact. He has interviewed me, I think about 2 years ago or so, on Bushiri stuff and all that. But I don't know him. I don't know him personally. And I'm not going to defend him for what he's doing wrong, but I'm going to defend him for what he's going through. A lot of people actually come out. You see, I can defend the devil. When you accuse the devil wrongly, I will tell you, no, please leave the devil alone. Don't accuse the devil for your dishonesty. You were dishonest. Don't accuse the devil. Don't accuse the devil for your greed. Don't accuse the devil for your pain. Leave the devil alone. You know about these things and you went ahead and did it. So I would defend the devil because you're accusing the devil wrongly, because that's not the right way. And whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a pagan, I would defend and associate myself with your pain. And we as Christians, we must understand that. We must learn that. We must learn to not associate our view or our idea of a person with what the person is, with the pain the person is going through. That man has served the nation of Ukraine so much. He impacted that nation, changed the views of people. People began to see their identity in Christ and help the nation, not just help families, but help the nation, help families who are dysfunctional. Now you are saying, this man is this, we don't believe him, you don't associate in a time of war. You cannot associate yourself with the pain of people who are going through. This morning I was praying. We had my morning devotion, my wife and I, as we normally do. We read 2 Chronicles 5, chapter 5 and chapter 6, and just Solomon dedicating the temple and all that kind of stuff. And the time of prayer, I prayed. We don't prayed, we studied the Bible and all that, we shared and all that, and then we prayed. And my prayer, I said, Lord, bless and help the people of Ukraine and the people of Russia. And after the prayer, she was like, well, a lot of Christians would not pray for Russia at this time, but we are praying for Russia. A lot of Christians would not pray for the Russian people at this time. They would only pray for Ukraine. But you see, the Russian people are also going through a pain. The Ukrainians are going through a pain. The Russian people are also going through a pain. Just because their leaders chose to attack another nation does not mean that they're not going through a pain. Do they agree with him? Please, when you pray for Russia, when you pray for Ukraine, pray for Russia also. So I'm very disappointed. Please, we need to put issues aside. Because I had an issue with you in business does not mean I should bring that into the issue of education. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way that it is. We must understand that if he is not of God, God is going to, justice is going to come on him. And I'm not defending what you think he has done. No, because I don't know what you think he has done. So don't impose it on me and force me to accept what you have been through or what you think he has done. All I'm saying is this is a man who went to study in Ukraine over 30 years ago. God used him so mightily. Now he has to leave everything like a whole lot of other people and run away. He's going through pain. I'm associating myself with the pain that he is going through. And we must associate ourselves with the pain. So you think we should only associate ourselves with people who are Christians? Jesus didn't do that. Matter of fact, most people that Jesus associated himself with were not believers. But when he associates with himself with them, they now believe. They become believers. We must really sit down and introspect. Whatever issue, doctrinal issue, or issues that you have with Dr. Sunday Adelaja, please separate it. Don't bring, we know how to clutter an issue. We're bringing an issue that is totally not associated to an issue that we're discussing. We bring it in, and then just because we want to show that we have a point. No, leave that there. Let's talk about what they're going through. Let's talk about the video that he made. Let's talk about it. Don't clutter. It just shows that you're very unintelligent. I mean, I'm sorry I have to say that. When you bring a totally different issue and bring it, deal with the issue that is there. Don't go and bring data from somewhere else just for you to beef off your argument or to show that you're intelligent. Please don't do that, guys. Don't do that. It's not fair at all. It's not fair. We must get to a place where we separate everything. Are we separating everything? That's important. We must. Because if we don't, we're never going to make progress in our view, in our worldview, in the way that we think. We have to be critical thinkers. We're talking about apples, and then you brought in and you say, but well, oranges are also fruits. Yes, we know oranges are fruits, but we're talking about apples. Let's talk about apples. Let's talk about how to grow apples. Let's talk about why we need apples, why we need to eat it, the health benefits. Let's talk about how you grow it. Let's talk about it, the production. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about other things you can do with apple. Well, but orange you can use. No, we're not talking about oranges. We're talking about apples. Let's stay there with apples. But Christians, we have a big problem when it comes to that way of thinking. We think, we don't want to think straight. We go here, we try to get data to put it. This is just irrelevant, guys. It's just irrelevant. So please continue to pray for Dr. Sunday Adelaja and his family and the Ukrainians, people in Ukraine, people in Russia too. Koama says, hi, Solomon. Thanks for addressing this matter. I now see your point of views. It makes sense. I totally agree with your point of view. Got a good explanation. Learn from it. Yeah, we all learn from each other, isn't it? Jackie says, true. They all need our help. Both countries need our prayers, including DSA and his family and the rest of other in that nation. Pascal says, I can't understand why most Christians think they're like pagan because they hardly forgive as Christ did and instructed us to do. That's just the way that it is. You think I'm not going to support Bushiri tomorrow if Bushiri is going through pain? I disagree with Bushiri in so many things, but that's not supposed to make me heartless. If Bushiri comes to me right now and he needs money because his daughter is sick or his wife is sick and I have to help him, you think I'm not going to help him because, oh, well, you are a charlatan, so I'm not going to help you? No, guys. We have to separate the two. We have to separate the two. We're humans. We're humans. If I find any information about Dr. Sunday Adelaja from my investigations that is unbiblical, that he has done, I will come here and put it here. I'm not on the side of anyone. I'm only on the side of truth. And I'm not telling you what you think you know about Sunday Adelaja, throw it away. No. That's your view, but that's not my view. So don't try to impose it on me because I still have to find those things. I'm a journalist also. I need to investigate. What you tell me about him is not enough for me. I need to dig deep, if you know what I'm saying. When I get something on him, I would come here. When I get somebody that said, look, I had a not so good experience with Dr. Sunday Adelaja, can I share it? Tell them to come get in touch with me. I would bring them here on this platform and I would interview them. This is not about supporting anyone's views or whatever. No, it's about being human and seeing pain and associating with pain and the people who are going through that pain. That's very important for each and every one of us. Thank you so much, guys. Please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. God bless you. Shalom.